Wasabi gangsters, it's me, Chance Dillon, here to give a reading writing update. All right, this one is going to actually be pretty short. I have a small little book haul here, and I say little book haul because it is. It's only a couple books, but there's actually a few. Next week we'll be loaded with more, and I'll get to that later. Currently, oh man, I am 1,000 pages into A Dust of Dreams. We have 200 to 300 pages left in that range. Boy, oh boy, as we're wrapping up this series, Malazan Book of the Fallen, I mean, it's so hard to place my thoughts. There are points in this story where I'm like very much wanting to get to the next book to finish it, and I'm sort of just, which kind of sucks because I really want to just live in it and like experience it, and I am, and I'm taking the journey in as a whole, and we're experiencing different cultures and different tribes and things in this world now that we weren't before, and it's really cool to see behind the curtain with that. We're seeing big important characters, their arcs not sort of come to a close, but start to be set up for a close, and we're seeing their perspective from all the books previous, the other 8 books, start to show itself into their daily lives, and it is really, really interesting. Obviously, I cannot wait. Like, I am so close to being done with this, and it's one of those journeys that I know I'm going to look back on and be like, wow, I wish I hadn't been so excited to be done with it because of the experience, like, in living in it in the moment. That said, that was all the reading. I didn't do my Conan short story yet. That is something that I'm going to be either doing tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll have to probably tap on the next short story there. So that's going to be on the list for this coming week. I also got some Elric books that are coming in that I'm going to start as well, because I believe those are also formatted in a sort of anthology type of way, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be easy for me to pick up, put down. I really want to start to experience like the classics, and Elric Melibene is on the list of things to do. I picked up this Empire the Vampire edition. This was the dust jacket that it came with, which I think is pretty cool. It says, "The graveyards of the world are full of fools who thought of fear as anything but a friend." I love this series. I'm not done with it. I have Empire of the Dawn is my next read after I finish Malazan. But I picked up this edition of Empire the Vampire because I didn't have like a UK print edition, and then this one was like a black and red, and it was perfect. I mean, just look at that beauty. Oh, man. Beauty, beauty, beauty. That's the back, and then this is the sprayed edges on this one. It's different. The sprayed edges are different on this one for where this one came from compared to my other Empire the Vampire series books, but that one I'm still really happy with. And then we have the Michael Moorcock, The White Wolf, the third volume of the Elric saga here as well. I love these covers, obviously. So freaking fantastic. They look like, wow, the name is escaping me. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. The guy that did Tad Williams' covers as well. And it might actually be Saga Press. There you go. I think that's the same publisher. And yeah, that was it, guys. I know it's a brief haul and a brief reading update, but we're going to get into the copy edits now because that was where most of my time was spent. I had 10 chapters done as of last week's video. I'm up to 28 in my current edits, so I should be done prospectively by Monday or Tuesday. And have it to Abel Montero to help me with formatting, which is excellent. And by the way, if you didn't know, the FanFi Addicts are having a vote. There's all these categories for, I think there's 4 categories for Best of the Year that they do, and you guys can go and vote there. I believe the Crimson Fire is on there, Discovery's on there, ZB Steel I think is on there. There's like a great list of indie authors and traditionally published authors on that list, so you can go over to the FanFi Addict website and go vote in that. It's a pretty big deal and exciting, you know. And yeah, so let me get into the copy edits real quick. We are again 28 some odd chapters. I'm hitting the interlude. We're actually exactly 66 at least % done with the copy edits, which is a big, big, big deal. This last back third here, we're going to crush, and I am very, very excited to get this out to early advanced readers. If you haven't, fill out the advanced reader copy ARC form below. That is for the digital copies. There is a separate form going out for physical applications, and we're doing giveaways mostly. But if you are someone who is interested in a physical ARC, I'm putting together a list to get that to identify people who want a physical ARC, and I have to sort of come up with qualifications for that simply just because it is a cost thing. It does cost me money to send an ARC. And so, I do have to come up with thresholds for myself, and I haven't quite yet, and that's why you guys aren't seeing that. Because it sucks. It sucks saying no. Like I really want to share this story with everybody. I obviously want everybody to have a physical copy. I would buy, if I could buy everybody in the world one, I would. I just can't. Realistically, I just can't. That's the reality of it. I just am so excited to get this book out to you guys, and I really, really, really want you guys to read it. And it just really sums up the first arc really well. Maxwell Earp, who I mentioned in last week's video, is coming out with a video this Sunday. I can't link it yet; it's not up, but I highly recommend you guys check it out when it does come out. So go subscribe to him. Maxwell reads fantasy. And what else? That is the Book Street Boys. We're doing that Conan read. You can go over to that Discord, sign up there. If you haven't yet, go to chancedillonauthor.com, sign up to my newsletter for the written updates I do weekly, as well as I've also released poetry recently in the last few weeks. And I recently started doing this. There's a poem in the back of my first book, as those of you who have read the first book probably know. But I have a backlog of a lot of poetry that has been sitting on my phone, and I wanted to put it together, so I had to put it on my computer, put it together into a collection. I posted a couple of them on Patreon, which is also in the link below. I shared some in my newsletter last week, and then I posted a few more on my social media this week on Instagram, and I posted the cover for that poetry collection, which I will try to be offer like a hardcover variety of it on Amazon at some point. My sister and I are going to put that together and format the interior and hopefully have that as an option for people. But also digitally, it will be available through Patreon only. If you are a Runeborn member, you will get access to it. Otherwise, it will be available for an individual purchase for people on there at the lowest price I can offer it on Patreon. And so, yeah, I'm just genuinely so freaking excited to share it. And also like a little bit nervous. It's like you're sharing like poetry. This is definitely more contemporary, more me, more like directly me than Mercy has been. Obviously, like Mercy is a big part of me, but it's like blended into a fantasy world, and so it's like easy for me to sort of hide those things about myself. And so it's like really, it is really vulnerable to share those poems, and especially because I've been building them up for so long, and really keeping them to myself for the most part. Really, and it's fun to share. It's like fun to. I have a couple poems talking about like giving everything, and that is a part of it. And if I want to back those words up, I have to do that. And a part of that is my poetry. It is something that is a part of me. And I figure now that I'm sort of more public facing and I'm out here speaking with you guys and sharing the stories, I figure it is appropriate for me to share those, and so you guys can get a little bit more of a hint as to the person, as to the human behind the fantasy world that you're into. And I'm just so grateful, just very grateful for everybody so far that's tagged along, has been supportive, and I cannot wait to see what the next steps bring. I'm going to end the update here, guys, because I'm going to do my quick little social media post before it gets too dark. The sunset in the background is beautiful. That's all I can say about that. It speaks for itself. And I come down here, I kneel, right? We do this every week. You know the deal. And you're going to comment below. You're going to comment. Last week you guys did tomatoes, and I did a bad job of answering those comments. But I want you to comment below with your current read. Maybe if you have a current project you're working on, doesn't have to be writing. Could be drawing, painting. Maybe you're making a song. Maybe you're making poems yourself. I don't know. Leave down below what you're trying to share. Wow, this has been on a tilt this whole time, huh? That's going to bother some people. Yeah, leave down below what you guys are doing right now in the world. What's going on? What are you creating? If not, like, what's your favorite show you got on right now? And then also like throw in like chicken parm into the comment. Throw the word chicken parm in there, please. It's been really cold lately.